What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. I've talked about in maybe 3 videos, maybe 4, um, about the world currency being XRP. And I wholeheartedly believe that that could be the case. Do I mean that that's 100% going to be the thing? Maybe not. Who really knows exactly what path they're going to go? I do feel like it's the best option, and I do feel like there's a large chance that we could see that happen. Now, is it ever going to take over the dollar completely? No, I don't think so, right? The dollar is still going to be able to be used. It's still going to be able to, some people are going to still utilize that from time to time, and it's just not going to go away. However, it could be that digital form that takes over, as the largest digital asset to be able to be used throughout banks, throughout standard transactions, and obviously it's going to be that go-to option if you're not using your money or you're using a credit card or debit card. You're now using your XRP, and honestly, you could utilize it via your bank account. You can utilize it via your credit card that may allow you to, transact in XRP, your debit card that may allow you to do that. So it's definitely something that I'm always thinking about, but it doesn't mean it will be 100% that this will happen, because again, it's out of my hands. I don't get to choose whether it will or won't. But there are many comprehensive proposals and strategies to talking about how XRP could be used as a strategic asset. Now, guys, if you could, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of my links for Patreon, for Twitter down below. I really want to get the overall chat started again on Patreon, but I know a lot of people have found more value in reaching out to me directly instead of just reaching out to the group. So if they wanted an opinion on different positions or anything like that, they've reached out to me directly. And it's much easier if we kind of talk as a group and see what everybody else is investing into as well as what I'm investing into, right? It's not just a place to where people copy me, but that's neither here nor there. Definitely check out Patreon and check out Twitter. Also, if you guys are interested in trading, this is a great platform that I've been utilizing for 10 months now. BTCC, you can get a 10% deposit bonus when you use my link specifically down below. Also, you'll get extra bonuses up to $10,055 and 40% lower trading fees. So feel free to check that out if you guys are interested in leverage trading, trading outright, or even demo trading. If you want to get started in crypto, it's a great platform because it gives you all of the above: the opportunity to buy, to short the market, to leverage trade the market, as well as be able to just practice your strategy. So check it out. Link will be down below. But like I said, I think the conversation of XRP becoming the world currency, the global world currency, has always been there. And I think it was more or less started with Bitcoin, where Bitcoin was supposed to, if I was going to use it as grocery store, at the grocery store, I would be able to take my card and swipe or pay in Bitcoin, and you'll have the middleman where you have the bank. It'll take like 15 minutes or something to actually go through, but you'll be able to easily do it a lot faster than if you had cash, which would be, well, not specifically cash, but I mean cash through your bank, the US dollar through your bank. So if you're trying to transfer from one bank to another, it may take you a few days to actually go from pending status to completed status. Whilst Bitcoin will be, a number of minutes for that to happen, depending, how cluttered everything can get. But XRP obviously cleans things up a bit. While we thought that that was the way, XRP cleans things up not just a bit, a lot, right? With 15,000 or 1,500 transactions per second, you're looking at literally seconds to where you can go through that. And obviously with the scalability to be able to see that grow from 15, you can actually grow a little bit further. You can do that, and then you'll have more than that as you see more transactions that are happening worldwide. It'll be a lot bigger and a lot better, and a lot faster. So that's obviously a big thing. Obviously a great thing for XRP and a good selling point to why it can be the global cryptocurrency, right? Not just for, larger assets or larger amounts of money that are moving. We can literally do it at a I'm buying this phone, or I'm buying this bread, or I'm buying this milk, right? So there have been strategic plans that have been created about XRP becoming a strategic financial asset, where it has broken down many different things. Let me go ahead here and show you. Broken down many different things, whether you're talking about trillions of dollars and how much it will save. This is a full breakdown of that, and the key economic benefits from this, and I want to kind of talk about that a little bit. $1.5 trillion freed from banking liquidity, $7.5 billion in annual transaction cost savings, and the ability to establish a national Bitcoin reserve there, where you would see 25 million BTC, even though there's not 25 million. So I guess that's, you got to kind of break that down a little bit more. But the point that I'm trying to make is that, yes, XRP could have a large cost savings with banking liquidity, but obviously that wouldn't be great for banks in general. So there's some people that are selling that if you just utilize XRP without having that middleman of the banking system, then it could make it a lot better, free up a lot of capital, a lot of cash for the US. And because this is a US cryptocurrency, we can create an XRP reserve and all of that. But it goes a lot further than that, because this is not just not just a US cryptocurrency. Like, it's a US based cryptocurrency, but it doesn't mean that it's just specifically for the US, right? You can utilize XRP in the long run, but I honestly think that there is a benefit to having the middleman and not having the middleman, because banks still have to function. I don't think they should be getting the same percentages and APRs back from what we're doing, like being able to loan out our money multiple times over. I honestly think is dumb. It's great for them, and it's great for their bottom line, but it's not great for us, right? Because if we wanted to go and get our money, they shouldn't have the ability to say, oh, well, you know what? We have to, check all these different things, check all these boxes. No, if I want my money, I want my money, right? You don't tell me, oh, it's going to take a week. It's my money, right? I'm the one that put it in this bank. But if you have it by yourself, just holding XRP in a wallet, you could do whatever you want with it and decide to purchase it anywhere. So yes, it will do huge things for the markets, for economies, not just the US, but economies in general. But the way that I look at it is that you have to be able to utilize it in every way that you can use the US dollar. Now, will it take over for the US dollar? No, I don't think it will. You will always be able to use the dollar, just like you're able to use the dollar today, even though there's credit cards and debit cards and checks and all of that. You can still physically use the dollar and go, I want to take this $20 bill, right? I want to take this $20 bill and use it to purchase anything, right? You can still use the dollar today, and there's still value in this. Now, just holding this for, let's say I hold this for an hour, it is depreciating in value, because this $20 doesn't go as far as it did a minute ago, right? Because everything's increasing in price. The same thing will kind of go for XRP. However, XRP does increase in price as time goes on, right? You're looking at something that's more of an appreciating asset than a depreciating asset, right? A dollar is something that's a depreciating asset, depending on if it's like a misprint or something like that, which then you can look at it as a collectible or a different type of asset. Because you're not going to use this $20 that has a misprint and it's worth $10,000 to go ahead and buy a bottle of water, right? They're going to go, okay, we'll take this and you'll take that, and then you basically lost money on the deal, right? Lost a lot of money on the deal. So ultimately, XRP has the ability, right? What I'm trying to get to, XRP has the ability to become the world currency, right? Has the ability to take over assets, but there's no way in the world that it's going to look at an entire economy and go, this is worth $27 trillion. XRP could then substitute itself in there, and now it's worth however many XRP, and XRP is worth $27 trillion. You can't just easily substitute that within there. And you would have to portion out what would be used for what part of the economy, what would be used for what transaction here and there, whether it's a government transaction or just a standard transaction per individual or business. So there's a lot that goes into it, but I get it, right? Make the best argument you can for taking over, but you can't say that it's going to take over, because I know for a fact that it will never take over. It will just be something that holds a market share. And who would have thought we would have market shares of different currencies that we would use, right? Who would have thought? So, anyways, XRP, in my opinion, can and will become the world global digital currency, but it won't be the world currency everywhere, right? It'll be utilized in every single country and can be utilized in every single country as long as they allow it, but it won't be just that specific currency that no matter what, everybody is going to, right? You can still use the dollar, you can still use whatever your currency is, you can still use physical coins and all of that stuff, and still have those physical dollars that are invested or put into your bank account, as well as see XRP that's in your bank account. So that's my opinion. I want to know what you guys think about this. Have you ever, dove into or dived? I don't know how to say that. Dove. I guess dove is right word. Have you ever dove into this detail of breaking down, XRP, or breaking down your favorite cryptocurrency and how it's going to be utilized in the world as we know it, right? And the world of the future, right? So I want to know what your opinion is. Hopefully I don't mess up too many words as I have this outro. If you guys want to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. And if you guys want to check out my link for BTCC, that is a great platform that I've been able to utilize for a good period of time. And I've been able to make some decent money with it. Like, I have a trade here that I just kind of doubled down and added more money into. I have a trade for Jasmine Coin that I'm down 22%, but right now my cost basis is 13 or 1.3 cents, but I'm up on some other plays like Caspa and ETH and XRP and AVAX. I want to see this obviously grow to a lot further, but it's my largest investment of $553 at a 2x leverage. So it's not a crazy X leverage, but we'll see how that does work out. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out the link down below for BTCC, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.